No turning back now. Hold up. '76 Nova, couldn't let it go. 4-door grocery getter, and hey, they need loving too. Here we go. Let's do the walk around. I know it's a 76. I know it's like a grocery getter 4-door car, but here's what's special about it. Marion's grandmother was 103 years old, and this was her car. Told it was the original owner, and you know, so when it comes to that, it's like, man, how do you let something like that go? Even though it is a grocery getter 4-door, but still clean. At least we can make it clean, and let's see what we got going on here. This is what we're working with. We got, what I like about this is it's a clean car. I mean, yeah, obviously it's dirty and nasty, but it's still not bad, in a bad shape for being sitting for, I was told it was sitting for about 10, 12 years. And you see where I pulled it in the beginning of the video. And you can see it was starting to sink in the dirt. You know, just needed some love. And as we can see, Marion's grandmother left her pillow in here. All 4 doors, carpet looks legit. It's a little mildewy, that's fine, no worries there. We'll get that all cleaned out, pressure wash it all. Ew, armrest is falling off, it's alright, we're gonna fix that. But as you can see, still got the cobwebs in it. Let's look to see what we got under the hood here. You guys might be surprised, it might be a big block. Alright, let me show you where the magic is. Right here! Woo! There she is, baby. The big, nasty 6-cylinder. We have a 250 cubic inch BBBV, whatever that means. If you guys know what BBBV is, let me know in the comments. We got a spark plug gap of 35. We got a curb idle speed of 600. Oh wait, yeah, with AC. And fast idle is 2100. P or park or neutral. Anyway, That's enough of that drama. There's just too much hype in this motor. I don't even want to read anymore. Let's see what kind of magic we got hidden in the trunk. I don't think it's anything great. I think I opened it before. I didn't touch nothing, but I just gave it a look-see. And we got one hubcap. I wish we had all four. I think, wait, are we missing one or two? One. Oh yeah, we're missing two. I thought so. To show you guys was, look how clean this dash is. I know it's nasty, but man. I mean, there's one little crack here and one here. But other than that, man, that is a clean dash. We got 03059, 103,000, no doubt. And everything looks legit.
No. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dime. Oh, 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 stunning fair, put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth, how they coming for you. Yeah, yeah, no.
Car's about as clean as I'm gonna get it. Let's get it in the shop and let's start pulling the plugs. Let's start seeing if this motor's gonna spin over, and let's see if we can't fire this bad boy up. 6-cylinder, baby, here we go. All right, we're in. Let's give her a smell test. I haven't pulled this gas cap, by the way. It's the first time for you. I want to see how bad this is going to be. Straight varnish. I just don't know, man. I hate dropping tanks. They end up being more of drama, and you start breaking stuff. It's definitely started the varnish game, but it's not. I've smelt way worse. We might be able to get away with it because there isn't a lot of fuel in here. And we'll work with it. First step I think I'm gonna drop this battery out of it because it's falling through the battery tray, meaning it's rusted out. I'll put it on the charger, see if we can luck out and the battery will take a charge. I'm gonna start pulling plugs. Then let's get it up on the lift. Let's look at the underneath. Let me show you what we're working with underneath it, which I don't think it's that bad. Let's put a breaker bar on it. Let's see if it'll turn over before I hit the starter and do all that drama. Let's just see if we could at least get the thing to turn. And like usual, if you can see, it is a corrosion nightmare in there. So hopefully we get sparks still. That's rough, man. That's some corrosion. I'll blow it out. A lot of times these modules will go bad in these things too. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have much Chevy stuff back here, so I'm hoping we don't have to get a new distributor. All right, here we go. First plug. I'm already scared. Oh, it came out easy. All right. All right, we can work with that. I thought for sure I was going to be breaking off this first plug. It's not bad. See how bad she is. Oh, not even that bad, really. I mean, it's, well, that's WD-40 all over it, but I mean, it is, for an old plug, I was thinking it was gonna be a lot worse than that. The electrode's all corroded, you know, all that drama. All right, we're gonna continue pulling plugs. All the plugs are out. They look absolutely horrific. I'll show you those here in a second. I think it's more because I squirted WD on them, so making them look worse. But I broke one off because it was a beast to get off. Well, no, I should say I broke one because I was hard on the ratchet. My tripod's jacked up. So I'm going to squirt these cylinders down with a little WD. WD the cylinders, get her up on the rack, see if this thing turns. Let's look underneath this thing. You know, a little oily on the bottom like usual, nothing out of the ordinary. Got the weeds hanging, yada, yada, yada. If we go down here, look at the pans, not looking too bad. A little bit of the undercoating starting to peel, that's fine. I got a little transmission leak, nothing crazy though, it's just from old age. You guys know the game on that. But I just basically wanted to look up underneath here and check out the pans and stuff like that, which everything looks pretty good. Looks good there. The muffler still up intact. I did notice that we got some, I guess that's the sending unit. I thought that was air shocks, like an air shock tube, but I got a feeling that may be the sending unit wire. Wherever that goes, the other side. Oh, we got a little bit of holes in the exhaust right here. No big deal. We got that big nasty Chevy rear end. Watch out, probably a Posi in there. Not. 6-cylinder. But if you guys look at these lower quarters, man, they're still great. Intact. Maybe a little bit of rust right in here, but everything looks good. I wish I could get some of these Mopar that look this good. Look at that. The boxes are still great on the lower quarters. Good to go there. All right. Let's go ahead. We got the underneath done. Got good look-see. Oh, here's what I was telling you about. Got some overspray right here. That's what makes me, that's how I knew, which I knew when I first grabbed this car that it had overspray because I was looking under it trying to find a place to winch it out of the mud. I was thinking it was probably orange or red or whatever, and they just repopped it, but now that I'm starting to find paint chips, I'm thinking I think it's blue underneath. So no worries, no big deal. It's a grocery getter. Well, of course there's no big crank bolt right in the middle of that pulley. It's got 3 little bolts around it and nothing in the middle. Let's see if we could get a hold of one of these crank bolts, these pulley bolts. There's 3 of them. They're good size. I may be able to turn the motor doing that. Otherwise, we're just going to go off the starter. All right. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's the fan. Sounds crunchy. Oh, that's the belts. That's the belts from... I was wondering what that crunchy noise was. I'm like, ooh, cylinders don't sound so great. It's the belts from being around the pulleys for so long and not moving. They're sounding crunchy. There they go. That's okay. All right, guys. She's good. I'll spin her around a couple more times and we're in there like swimwear. Thank goodness. Back at it. We got the plugs in. I sprayed out the distributor. Hopefully I put the wires back. I kind of guessed 2 of them fell off, but if I start getting popping, I know which ones they are. I think the next thing we need to start looking at is let's pull the air cleaner off and let's look at the linkages. Let's look at the carburetor and let's see what we got going on with all that drama. Let's get this air cleaner off. Oh my gosh, there we go. I'm about to say I lubed her up and she's still tight. I lubed her up and she's still tight. What is that, Rochester? The old Rochester on there. When I start getting in these old carburetors, basically what I look for is just make sure vacuum lines are not flapping in the wind like this one. Have another one right here that's just flapping in the wind. I'm wondering if, I don't know if this went to that. I don't know. But I'm going to lube up the linkages and because these ones are sticky. Then we'll put a battery to it, and we'll see if I can get a little bit of fuel to pop out. Let's see, linkage. This is all you got to do with this linkage. Just go back and forth on it. I mean, if you don't feel like, for something like this, since we're just trying to do a running and driving, we'll just try to work it. If it's a car that you are really trying to keep, or, you know, a car that's really special, I would take this all apart and clean it really nice. Put it all back. But since we're just doing this grocery getter car, we'll just try to work it like this. We'll pull the fuel line, put a battery on her, see if we can't crank her off the key. Well, battery didn't work. I was trying to save $100 by using the old battery. It wouldn't keep a charge. So we had to go up to the old Advanced Auto and get a new Die Hard for here. That's okay, because if we got to keep cranking on it, I don't want to keep having to charge it and all that drama. So we'll put this back in, and we'll see how she does. I don't see no fuel coming out yet. That's kind of good. I don't see nothing starting on fire yet. I did see some smoke coming off this negative cable though. Don't know why. Whew, seeing some smoke. Just test the battery that's going into the battery wire going into the bottom of the spark, or bottom of the sparker, bottom of the distributor. I gotta go turn the key on, and we can at least start working backwards from there. We got 12 volts going to the bottom of the distributor, so we're good there. Now we get to play the game of where does the spark stop? All right, on Chevy, usually, not all the time, but a lot of times inside these distributors, there's a little module. You guys leave me a comment, let me know what it is. I always call it a module, but this thing right here is what makes some of the spark happen in the distributor. And when those things go bad, you won't get no spark. All right, so we are now playing the parts guessing game. So I went up and got another one of these modules. These are usually the problem though with this. Shoot. Of course I dropped a brand new one. But these are usually the problem with these distributors if you ain't getting spark. I mean, there's only a couple places to go, but I usually change these modules out and I get good luck. We'll see. Test number 2. And she's already trying to start. So my firing order was out. So when I pulled the distributor cap off, wires were just falling all over. I thought I had it in the right spot. But I had to get up on the old internet and look up the firing order for a 6-cylinder. Because my skills on Chevy are lacking. Alright. Alright, there she goes. Oh my gosh. All right, we got gas in the tank. Let's see if we get some fuel to flow up to it. Otherwise, we're gonna be putting a fuel pump on this bad boy. Unfortunately, we had to drop the fuel pump. Not too bad, not too bad. Here she is, fuel pump. I had to bring the whole line out of it because I can't get this off when it was in the car. I'm afraid I'm gonna strip it. And usually I'll just cut these and put rubber line, but I'm just trying to save it. So we are going to put her on the vise, get this line back, go back up to advanced auto, get another fuel pump. I don't see nothing yet. Makes me a little worried. Man, I didn't want to have to do this. I tried cutting a corner and not dropping that tank. We ain't getting no fuel pulling up from the fuel tank itself. Put a brand new fuel pump in it. I got a feeling we're gonna be dropping the tank. All right, blow test time. See if we can get the fuel to go out them lines like we tried the first time. Okay. Tank is shot. It's got pinholes in it all around the seal where it seals together. I noticed them getting a little rough, but I was like, we can still roll with it, but it's not. But anyway, that don't matter. We can still use it, and we got fuel going out to the front, which that was my biggest concern. So let's put a hose on that. Let's start trying to fire this bad boy up again. Okay. We got some fuel, finally. All right. Well, that's a wrap on this one. Finally, it's kind of a pain in the butt too for a Chevy. Usually, they're pretty easy. But you know, when they were sitting forever. Anyway, let's get her down. I know I don't have no brakes. Brake pedal's completely hard. So I'm gonna do the master cylinder, probably pull that off, probably change that out, see if we get some brake. Let's see if I can at least get her out of the shop. Brakes sound good. Actually runs pretty good. 6-cylinder. So I put my body gloves on so I could go ahead and fix all these panels with these magic gloves here. Let's see if they work. Like downtown. All right, we're in business. One break. Ready to go. Wouldn't be Poor Boy's Garage if we don't do a 6-cylinder burnout. Yeah. Brakes sound good. This car here would be a good like sleeper car in my opinion. Because it is honestly a good car. It just needs a little bit more love than what I'm gonna give it. But I think this car would be, because there's a little bit of rust in it, but not a lot for how long it's been sitting. So this would definitely be a cool, or somebody who's young in the car game but wants to learn about cars, and this thing would be awesome because it's a great candidate. It's already running and driving, and you're not going to throw a jack ton of money at it. You know, it is a Chevy, so it's still in the budget to do a car like this, but then again, you start throwing a V8 in it and then let the games begin. Oh yeah, plenty of brake. This is the kind of car though that, in my opinion, these things run all day, these 6-cylinders. So you really wouldn't have, you know, rebuild the carburetor maybe, stuff like that. Starting to work, I guess. Alright, let's turn around. Yeah, we can smell brake. smell brake. We're doing good. There you have it, guys. 1977, I guess, 76, who knows? Leave me a comment, let me know what year it is. Chevy Nova. Will it run and drive? We made that happen. Sat for about 10 to 12 years. You see me pull it out of the dirt. But anyway, I miss doing stuff like this. I enjoy it. I enjoy getting these cars running, getting them fired back up, you know, because four doors need love too. We all know that. And especially these 76, 77s, whatever. They're a great grocery getter car. Just a fun beat around. They last forever. My name is Brad, Po' Boys Garage. You guys know the game. And this one's about done. I'm about tapped out. Could use some brakes all the way around. That's about it really though. Oh, and a radiator. Oh, and a fuel tank. Oh, and nah, it's good. You could drive it. Anyway, let them rip, not rot. Keep on saving them. Don't send them to the crusher. We love doing this kind of stuff. And I got something up my sleeve for you tomorrow. So anyway, until then, this one's going to the backyard. We're going to put a car cover over it. And we had a great time. So we will see you around. Keep on saving them. We're out.